Are we shooting? Are we recording? All right, take one. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is a question and answer brought to you guys by yours truly, yours. You guys asked me questions. I asked you to ask me questions on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. And so I combined the questions because some of the questions were repetitive. So I combined the questions to the top 10 questions that I get asked a lot. Okay, so let's get this thing started. You know what to do. Subscribe. Follow me on all my social media joints. I'll see you soon. Okay, so first question is, how old am I? I am 26 years old. My birthday is December 10, and I'll actually be 27 in December. So, DVOXO, you already know. Send me gifts. The second question, and this is all from the same person. The second question is, where do you work? And this also kind of ties into like another person asked me the same question, but in a different way. They asked me, what is my occupation? So my occupation is, I am a registered nurse. And where do I work? I work for multiple agencies. I am a travel nurse. So what that means is I get to go to different states and cities and practice nursing for a short amount of time. Typically it's about like a 13-week contract. Now some places, if they really like you, they'll, you know, extend your offer and all that stuff, so you can stay up to like a year. But yeah, so I am a traveling RN. That's my occupation. Do you enjoy what you do? So do I enjoy nursing? I do. If I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't do it. I also enjoy the traveling part. So I enjoy, you know, being in like Wisconsin, you know, one period at a time, and then 13 weeks later I'm back in Texas, and then 13 weeks later I'm somewhere else. So I like that I get to see different places and do different things. And for me, I travel alone, which is perfectly fine. Like, my personalities are a little bit of both. Like, I am an extrovert, like I can be around crowds, but I'm also an introvert. Like, I don't mind doing things alone. But there are some times when you need somebody to do things, you know, I get that. But I don't mind traveling alone and, you know, get to see the world. Get to see what's out there. I encourage you all to travel. Travel as much as you can, you know, before you settle. The last question from this person is, what is your weirdest date? Okay, so, oh boy, I would say my weirdest date was back in 2012, because I went to nursing school in 2013, so this was before I left for nursing school. It's this guy, I had actually met him at the Frisco Mall. So I was back in Texas and I was still living with my parents, and there's this mall in Frisco, and it's called Stonebriar. And so I met him at, I want to say either it was like a Foot Locker or a Champs or whatever. So like he slid his number on my receipt or whatever. So I was like, okay, he was kind of cute, let me text him or whatever. So we actually like started texting the same day, and he asked me to go with him to Chili's, which, you know, if you live in Texas and if you know, if you're familiar with that area that I'm talking about, there's like a Chili's right behind the mall. So he was like, yeah, you can meet me at Chili's tonight, like I get off at so-and-so. And I'm like, all right, cool, like I'm not doing anything. And he was actually pretty cute. Like I was actually like interested in getting to know him. So mind you, like he asked me, you know, like, hey, come to Chili's, you know, let's link up. And I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. It's in a public area. What's the worst that can happen? All right, cool, bam. So he gets to Chili's before I do. So I pull up and he's like, you know, he got a table for us, and I'm like, okay, fancy or whatever, you know. So he's just like sitting at the table and he's waiting for me. All right, cool. So he pulls off this I'm not hungry trick. And I've been on so many dates to know that's a red flag. But, you know, I was like, you know what? Let me give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, you always want to give the person a benefit of the doubt. Like, you know, you don't want to bring your emotional baggage or your leftover baggage into something new. So you give everybody like a clean slate, whatever. So he's like, I'm not hungry. In the back of my head, I already knew what time it was. And I wasn't hungry. So we're talking, whatever. So now it's time to disperse. The bill comes, all right? So margarita and like a chocolate chip cookie cake. I think the total was like $17 or something like that. And so in my head, I'm thinking, okay, it's a date. Like, homeboy is gonna pick up the tab. It's just $17, you know? And so the bill comes and he's like, are you gonna get that? And, you know, I am baffled, but I'm not, you know, I'm not tripping. Like, I'll pay for my shit, whatever. But I was just baffled at the fact that I thought this was a date. You asked me out, and all I ordered was just margarita and a chocolate chip cake, bro. Like, it's nothing serious. Like, you act like I ordered goddamn, like, filet mignon or some shit like that and lobster cakes, and nah, like, it's $17. 17. Okay, cool, whatever. So then he like fixes his mouth to say these exact words. Listen, sweetheart, I'm not your man. Okay, all right, cool. I am not your man, so I am not going to pay for this. Okay, and he was like, now if you were my girlfriend, I would, but when I take girls out on dates, I'm not paying for shit because you're not about to use me as a meal ticket. Sis, I'm like, I looked at him and I said, bro, who hurt you? Because you taking it out on me. I mean, all the things you said were valid, but you taking it out on me, bro, and I don't deserve this. Like, I really said it was no big deal. Like, I'll pay for it, whatever. So then, like, he, like, switches things up or whatever. Now he's upset. He's upset that I'm paying for it. And I'm just like, you psycho shit. Like, I said I'll pay for it, whatever. So I'm swiping my card, and he's like, no, we can go half. And I was like, nah, bro, I got it. Like, you made your statement clear. You got it across. Like, I get it. Like, you know, as a woman, in the back of your head, you're like, this is motherfucking last time. Like, I'm not seeing you after this, whatever. So now he's all upset, whatever. And he's like, I am going to the bathroom. And I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'll wait for you to get here so we can, like, you know, properly disperse. Because, like, I'm not upset. I'm just like, cut. We're done, you know? So he goes to the bathroom. And mind you, now it's like 10 minutes and he's not back. So I text him and I'm like, hey, are you good? No text back. And I'm like, all right. So I'm going to give him like 5 more minutes. If he doesn't text me, then I'm leaving. So 5 minutes later, still no text, still no nothing. And I was like, hey, like, I'm about to head home. I don't know what's going on in the bathroom, but I'm out of here. Then he texts me and he's like, oh, I've been left. So you've been left 15 minutes ago, so you just left me sitting at the table looking like Dumbo. And he's like, yeah, I've been left, I'm walking home. Oh, no, see, that's another second red flag. You're walking home? I should have fucking knew. So first you weren't hungry, and now you're walking home. there goes my weirdest date. So I rushed home and I told my mom what happened, and we just started laughing about it. But oh boy, it was serious, you know. So I'd say that was definitely my weirdest date ever, and I will keep talking about it till this day. And if you're watching this, oh boy, whatever your name was, because I totally forgot, you don't treat women like that. And if you've been hurt, take that hurt somewhere else, because we ain't got time, okay? So, whew. T. Next questions. So, I guess this goes in line with my occupation as well. From my favorite person ever. These questions are from Dominique. Love you. Sorry I had to put your government name out there, but I just had to let them know that there's only one out there. But so she asked me, what is it like to move to a new city by yourself? Sis, it's lit. It's so lit. I like it because I'm new to the area, so I kind of have like this super eagerness to get out there and just explore, you know. So I like it. It's lit. It's lit. I will, you know, this is a disclaimer, not all places are friendly, you know, especially to like the people of color, but you know, that's worldwide, so whatever. But it's lit. It's lit. Do you date? Well, really? Well, who's asking? Okay, so do I date? Yes, I do. I do. You know what? I will be honest. This is the time to be honest. I pretty much, in a 13-week period, I go on about average, about 8 to 9 dates. You know, so I get out there, I put myself out there. You know, I like to learn about people, and it's just fun to interact with different types of people. And sometimes, like, you could get to your date and the vibe is completely not there. Like, you'd be like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, I'd rather be at home sleeping. And then there's times where, you know, you can get to a date and you guys are having such fun, you know, and then it just doesn't work out, you know? So I do date, and I just like to have fun with people. And then also too, like, traveling by myself, when I date, these different dates are taking me to different places. So that's how I learn about places. So when my family or my friends come to visit, I can be like, oh guys, we can go here because I've been there. You know, or guys, we can do this because my dates have took me. You see where I'm going? So it's a fun tool, you know. I get on the little dating sites, the little Bumbles and, you know, Tinder and all that stuff, just to see what people are about, you know. But yes, I do date. And sometimes it gets old. Sometimes you just want to be by yourself. So, so what made you decide to start a YouTube channel? Well, look at that. This has been a burning question too that I've been wanting to answer. So, what made me start a YouTube channel honestly goes hand in hand with the whole traveling thing. I'm at these places by myself. I don't know anybody. Like, all my friends and family are in Texas. So honestly, this is like a super hobby. It keeps me occupied 98% of the time that I'm not at work. So I work about 3 days out of the week mostly, and it's 12-hour shifts. So like the days that I'm not working, I am super occupied with this. Like, I love it. The lights, the camera, the action. You know, like, I live for this. This is my shit. This is my lane. You know, so like filming and editing and putting together cool things, like that's it. You know, so it goes hand in hand. That's what made me start a YouTube channel, because I'm like, oh, okay, on my days off, like, I can record, shoot video, and then of course I'll need people to see it. So what great way for people to see it and put it on YouTube, you know? So here we go. And I'm super excited about my channel. I mean, right now it's so tiny, you know, it's like a little tiny community, but just watch, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna grow, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's what made me start a YouTube channel. It's just, I have a lot of free time when I'm not at work. So I just do something that like super occupies my time and that I actually enjoy. And I enjoy this a lot. All right, and then maybe this is the last question. Oh, okay, so what was the biggest thing holding you back from starting it sooner? Okay, I want to say the biggest thing that was holding me back from starting a YouTube channel sooner is the critics. So I pretty much had to kind of, my best friend and my family and my friends did just, you know, just been telling me like, you know, you need to start this channel, like you got what it takes, you know, just super encouraging me. But I knew in the back of my head, like there's critics out there, like there's people that are like gonna be like a biggest supporter and be a fan, and then there's gonna be people that are not. And honestly, I'd say like just the criticism, like receiving criticism was one thing that's like, that was like super holding me back, because I'm like, oh my god, like what if I'm not like as funny as that person, or what if I don't do my makeup as great as that person? Like I don't want to be out there looking stupid. And that's one thing about me, is I'm such like a very like image person. Like I like the way my image comes across to everybody is very important to me. There we go. So I don't like to look stupid, you know, I don't like to fail, I don't like to do all of that. So I'd say too, that was like something that would hold me back, is I'm afraid of failure. But I understand like in order to grow, you have to fail. And I just had to get over that hump. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, but I would hype everybody up on Instagram, like, yo, like my channel's coming, like you guys better be ready. And then I just go super MIA. So it's like, I'll get like the courage to go out there and do it, but then when it's time to actually do it, I'm like, nah, wait a minute, what if I fail? What if I don't make it? Whatever. But I've had like such great supporters, like everybody just been like, yo, we're waiting. Yo, like when's it coming out? Like, yo, like we're tired of waiting. You know, and so now like I'm just like, what's good? I'm here, you know? And if I fail, oh well, you know, if I don't make it, cool. Like I still enjoy doing this. So I definitely say the critics, and then just my own personal fear of failing was holding me back from being great, you know? But you can't be afraid of failure, guys, ever. Okay, and I think that was the last questions from Miss. Yes, yes, we love you. We love you. And the next question, this is from Charlotte. So Charlotte asked me, Charlotte, by the way, sorry to put your government name out there, but I just had to let them know that there's only one. You can't be duplicated. Okay. Okay, so she asked me, how do you properly save for your own place? Oh, well, sis, welcome. Sit. Let's talk. Let's get this talking. Okay. So when it comes to saving, and I'm no better at this, but you know, I just have a couple of hints. You know, when it comes to saving, you basically got to sacrifice. Some of those little things that you buy that you think, oh, it's just $1. Oh, it's 50 cents. You got to stop. You know, so saving is definitely about sacrificing. Now, when it comes time to saving for your own place, the number one thing is have a plan. Have a plan. Don't just go out there and just start signing leases and, you know, doing all this, because you'll screw yourself. So one thing that I always tell people is you do not want to live above your means. So with that being said, like, and budget, have a budget and stick to it. You gotta be a stickler, you gotta be frugal with your money, you know. Not saying like be super frugal to like where you don't, where you're not like living life, you know, but have a plan. Yeah, now? What was the question again? I feel like I'm going in circles. Let me go back again. So how do you properly save? So yeah, properly save is plan, find the place that you want and let that be motivation. Cut out all the miscellaneous spending. Even if it doesn't seem miscellaneous, It is miscellaneous. So if it's not a need, then it's a want. And then a want needs to be cut. That means it's miscellaneous. Save, save, save. All right? So plan it, cut out the miscellaneous costs. This wig is like trying to come off on y'all. So life comes at you fast. It really does. You know, but you just gotta grab it by the horns. Is that like a Dodge commercial? Grab it by the bulls, the horns. Yeah. Charlotte, I really hope that answers your question. If that didn't, text me, call me. I'm here for you. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so Zara on Snapchat asked me what is my occupation, in which I had already answered it previously. So I am a registered nurse. I am a nurse with my bachelor's. And yeah, would I ever get my master's? We'll see. Okay. And these are like silly questions. Gosh. Elton said, when you gonna stop playing?
You crazy.
Reggie said, why is Reggie the most awesomest person I know? Question mark. Who's that? Alright. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. Reggie is pretty awesome though. He needs to quit playing and buy me my Louboutins, but you know. Okay, so these questions are from Booba. These are a lot of questions, and he's really expecting me to answer all of these, and I don't think I can do it. I think we're almost to question number 10 any goddamn way. So he says, how tall are you? I'm 5'4". 5'4", playboy. Okay, he said, do you prefer Chipotle or Freebirds? Chipotle. What's my favorite color? She want it, she like, she want it. I don't have a favorite color. I don't have a favorite color at all. I like all the colors. But if I absolutely had to maybe pick one. If I had to pick one, it would be pink. Baby pink. That soft pink. Pink. What's my favorite city? Dallas. Harley home, but always reppin'. Okay. Dallas is my favorite city. What shows do you watch? I don't watch TV. But I will watch Insecure and SpongeBob. Top 2. Probably the only thing that, and Cops. And Cops. Oh. Yeah, so those. What books do you read? I don't read books. Last time I read books was in high school. You know how the teachers would always make you read something before class, or they'll make you read over the summer because your first day in class you're gonna write about like what book you read, and I would always read the Goosebumps, Scary Books, and Junie B. Jones. My shit, my man. What motivates you? Honestly, it's the statement that my mom has embedded in me. Don't be a loser. So anytime I feel like I'm about to give up on something or not even try anything, those words are like burned into the back of my skull. Like they start just radiating and just wrenching and just stanky. And I just think to myself, oh, so you're just about to go out like a sucker. You're just about to be a loser. And I can't go out like no loser, fam. I can't go out like no loser. So that's what motivates me. My mom motivates me. You know, even my friends motivate me. If you don't have any friends that are like leveling up and doing great things, you won't want to do great things. You are who you hang out with. Birds of a feather flock together. So keep that in mind. We're almost done here. Okay. Do you believe in religion? Yes, I do. I do believe there is a higher power. I was born Christian. My mom is Catholic, but I was born Christian. I mean, baptized as a Christian. Definitely do believe in a higher power. Do you ever doubt yourself? Of course I do. I'm human. I am of flesh. I have feelings. There's times when I feel like, okay, this is not my lane. I don't fit here, or I just start to have doubt. Why or why not? Well, because I'm human. You know, you're gonna have feelings like that. But when, like I said, if you surround yourself with people that motivate you and just want you to be great, those words will radiate forever. So just when you feel like you can't do nothing, just remember what your best friend told you. My best friend be like, bitch, you're great, be great, go out there and show them what you can do. And like, anytime I feel like I'm about to fail, like, those words just radiate. They just come back. Like, I can just hear her now. Like, bro, be great. Go out there, be fucking great. That's awesome. Can you hoop? Hell yeah! Go it! Yeah, no, I can't hoop. Alright, skiing or snowboarding? Let me say it again. Skiing or snowboarding? Neither. I don't like to do anything outdoorsy. I'm not like an outdoorsy person at all. The most that I have done was on my best friend's 25th birthday. Went to California and we climbed some hills, and that's about the most I am going to do. Okay, got my heart rate all rising up and shit. All right, and the last, okay, so I'll just answer some questions that I always get asked often. Am I Jamaican? No, I'm not Jamaican. I mean, I might have like the facial structures or whatever, but I'm not Jamaican. I am from Zimbabwe. Okay, I am Zimbo. Okay, and I got this question on Twitter. Let's open it. Where did she go? Okay. What's it like being a Zimbabwean in America? And I'll just group this all together. It's tough. It's tough. And the only reason I say that is because I'm black. It's tough to be a black person in America, period. So, you know, when people see you, they don't just automatically think like, oh, okay, so she's Zimbabwean, we'll treat her different. No, like when they see me, I'm black. So it's hard to be a black person in America, period. Okay, but we get through it. Okay, and we made it. All right, so you guys already know what to do. Follow me on all my social media platforms. Hey, we got a new subscriber. Y'all are so great. Y'all are wonderful.
I'm off to a flight, burned by the fire. My love is blind, can't you see my desire?
I'll see you guys in the next videos. Toodaloo.